welcome to day 2 of prep week. So today is a really important day for me. And we're going to talk about mindset. So this is something that is crucial to your fitness journey. It's crucial to the next 30 days in this group. So I'm going to give you 6 different tips that I found that worked for me and that I teach my clients and my team about how to maintain a healthy lifestyle and stay committed to your fitness journey. So let's start with number 1. You have to actually enjoy doing this. This is not something that is fast. It's not something that's easy. It's a journey. It's not a destination. So you have to really get into the mindset that this is a complete lifestyle change. This is not a quick fix. It's not something that you do for 3 weeks and then that's it. When you stop this and you start back with your old habits, you're going to end up back in the same exact place. So it's really important to get into the mindset that this is a long-term change. This is not a short-term thing. Short-term things don't last. Quick fixes don't last. So you have to literally create different habits in your life in order to have long-lasting change and long-lasting results in your life and in your fitness journey. You have to quit obsessing about, when it's going to happen and just don't focus on the end goal. Focus day to day on the things that are going to get you to your goal, because else you're going to just drive yourself crazy. You're going to look in yourself in the mirror every other day and say, why don't I look 30 pounds lighter? Or why don't I have abs yet? And you can't think like that. You have to just focus on the day-to-day activities, doing your workout, drinking your shake, just staying committed to your eating plan. And over time, there's something called the compound effect. It's small things that you do every day compound over time into something huge. So later on down the line, and it's different for everybody, is when you're going to reach your goals. So I promise you that this is so worth it. This whole journey, the hard work, the dedication, the discipline, it's so worth it. So just get out of that whole lightning speed mentality. We're so advanced in life now with instant gratification of everything from our iPhones, to TV. Our bodies don't work that same exact way. So you really have to stay patient and stay the course and trust the process. It will come. And it's worth the work, it's worth the sweat, it's worth the pain. So you just got to stick with it. So tip number 2 is, this is kind of like a general term. So this is, like I just said before, this is an entire lifestyle change. So this is not all or nothing. This group, this next 30 days, you have to commit to yourself 100%. There is no cheat days. There is no days off in the next 30 days, because we're here because we're going to get results and we're going to feel good and we're going to prove it to ourselves that we can do hard things. But as a general rule, living a healthy lifestyle is not all or nothing. It doesn't mean that you have to eat clean 100% of the time, all the time, 100% clean 100% of the time. That's just not realistic. And you don't have to work out 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's not realistic too. That's just a surefire way to burn yourself out. I believe in balance, so much balance in fitness journeys. I believe in having yourself a treat. I believe in rest days. I believe in taking breaks. So that is all part of the fitness journey, 100%. So tip number 3 is, this is very important because we get really caught up in this so quickly. Don't compare yourself to anybody, okay? Nobody. There's nobody in this world who is just like you. There's people that have, similar body shapes. There's, things that are similar, but no one is you. So you have to not compare yourself to anybody else. And I know that it gets trippy and it gets hard to get, it gets easy to get caught up in, but you have to just remind yourself that you're doing this for yourself. And the second that you start comparing yourself to somebody else, you lose your momentum, and you lose the reason why you're doing this, and you lose, your drive to want to make this change. So you have to remember the reasons why you started, and stick with that. So don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. If someone else is losing weight faster than you, who cares? Like, that has no reflection of you. If you're doing your workouts every day and you're doing the best that you can, if you're following the meal plan, if you're showing up, then it will happen for you. So don't compare yourself to anybody else. And then you have to understand that this is going to get hard. It's going to get, painful, but don't give up. Like, don't give up. You are so worth it. So worth it. Don't let these negative thoughts that will creep into your head. You're going to start getting these thoughts like, is this worth it? Am I worth it? And can I really do this? The answer is yes. The answer is always, you can do it. You are 100% worth it. It's just such an amazing thing. So stick with it. Don't ever give up. Okay, so that was tip number 3. So tip number 4 is, okay. So this could be the biggest culprit to why people see failure in their fitness journeys, and it's the scale. So it's also kind of like a general rule. So for this group, we will be weighing ourselves and measuring ourselves 3 times. So 1 at the start, 2nd in the middle on day 15, and on the last day, day 30. So those are the only times we're going to be weighing and taking measurements. So I want you to know that my battery's running low. The scale is an important way to track your measure or track your progress, but it's not the end all be all. It's just not. So there's so many different variables as to why your weight fluctuates every day. So the choice is yours. If you're someone who likes to weigh themselves every day, that's fine. But the second you start to obsess over it and you start to feel defeated, that's when you're going to fail. So you can't do that. Just don't even be tempted to do it. It's not worth it. It's just a number. It doesn't actually really mean a lot. It could mean, different numbers on the scale could mean what you ate or what you didn't eat, how much sleep you got, how stressed you are, what kind of clothes you have on. Like, if you're at that time of the month, like, there's so many different variables. So don't let that be your end all be all way that you track your progress. One other way that I love to track progress is something called NSV. So it stands for non-scale victories. So those are questions that you ask, like, how do you feel? What are you proud of? How are you stronger, faster, more resilient? How has this change impacted your family? What does this confidence allow you to do? How do your clothes fit? Who have you inspired? What do you do with your extra energy? What article of clothing can you finally fit into? So those are all non-scale victories, and they're really, really important, and I want them to be shared in this group no matter what. So the last few tips, so I have number 5, is be realistic with your goals. So this is a 30-day group. I haven't decided yet if we're going to roll it over or not, but 30 days. So make sure you're not thinking like, okay, this month I'm going to lose 35 pounds. Like, that might not be that realistic in a 30-day block of time. It's probably going to take a little bit longer. So instead of looking at long-term goals, shorten it down to short-term goals. So instead of being like, I want to be happy, I want to lose 30 pounds, and I want to run a marathon. Like, that's not very achievable or measurable in the next 30 days. So what is achievable and measurable in the next 30 days? Something like, I'm going to commit to my workout every single day. I'm going to drink my shake every single day. I'm going to read 10 pages of a personal development book every day. I'm going to go for a 5-minute walk with my kids or my dog every day, or 3 times a week, or whatever it is. But those are kinds of things that are measurable and that are achievable in a month's time. Because like I said before, those small changes every single day lead into something big over time. So number 6, be realistic with your physical transformation. So we all have these goal bodies, right? And we all have different versions of what we want to see within our own bodies. But remember that you might not see the results either that somebody else sees, or you might not have the right curves in the right places. Like, for instance, like Victoria's Secret models, like, I think they're beautiful. I think that their figures are amazing, but I stand a solid 5 feet tall. So I'm never going to look as long and lean as a Victoria's Secret model. I have a small frame, but I have like a square frame, and my hips are actually a little bit bigger. So I'm always going to have that kind of weird curve to me. So I'm never going to be that stick figure, which I don't want to be a stick figure. I like to have curves. So just keep in mind that your body is perfect the way that it is, the way that it's shaped, and we're just chiseling it out, and we're just reshaping and reconforming the way that your body is. So just keep that in mind, okay? And lastly, this is number 7, a little bit random, but you want to schedule a time for your workout, because the moment that you say, like if you don't schedule a time for your workout, then it's never going to get done, because let's face it, we can all find something else to do besides a 25 to 45 minute workout, right? Well, the dishes can wait, whatever. The dishes can wait, the vacuuming can wait. That's my best recommendation, is just do it in the morning. Wake up, eat your breakfast, drink your shake, whatever you're going to do in the morning is a part of your morning routine. Make sure your workout fits into there. You have to make time for it, or else it will not get done. I can promise you that. I hope that this helped you, and I look forward to the rest of the week with you guys. All right, I'll talk soon.